Typically, yeah, here we go. All right. Now you want to hear me? Behind the scenes, you don't see everything that happens on the track.
Hey.
Crew is well here tonight. I wanted to get that final photo in with everybody here. Thanks for your patience. See Mike Kraft here from Cheeseworks Video. So you'll be able to go out on Facebook or YouTube later on tonight or tomorrow and check out the races.
See you later.
See Grandpa.
Well, guys, what do you think?
I think it's time to quit.
I hear you on that one.
You just never know when I'm going to fall.
Yeah, tell me about it.
94. So 94 total cars checked, and I was going to check on that because we may have had a few late check-ins here, but the last count that I had, I'm going to go to My Race Pass. Just download that to your phone, folks. It's an easy way to follow the races. I'm going to go check one more time on our final car counts here. Again, yes, 94 cars, so 24 Midwest mods, 16 pure stocks, 21 B mods, and 33 super stocks. That super stock count gets 3,000 to win tonight, also some extra money going out as well. So, looks like they have a lineup get taken care of back there. Jeremiah's also been working as our lineup official with this year. He's also
There they go, folks. Into history.
Race director as well.
Hey, how you doing, everybody? Yeah!
Race number one lineup with Nathan Lindholm, Aaron Dennison on the outside in the Navy, 98 of Dylan Smith, Logan Roark in the 17 car, Bobby Russ Wood in the 14, 6 Kevin Westlaw, Kansas City the 26, Dakota Gerard not able to start, Drew Hill, the way in there, and it'll be 8 laps.
Rubino, Tony Anglin in the G1. Here we go. Out of turn 3 and 4. Whoa, and Chad Lyle goes around in the Bobby Russell car. That will cause a complete restart as they get loose down there in 1 and 2. For 10 laps tonight. Heat race number 1 with your Power Eyes Super Stocks, 3,000 to win tonight. Looks like Jeremy Russell in the Keg 1. Also the 404 of Blaine Ewing. That's your leaders here on lap number 1. Again, 10 laps. Top 16 in passing points tonight will be stacked up. So right now the Keg 1, your race leader. It'll be Ewing, Brian Worley, Cameron Kelly in the 30K. Here comes the 7 of Lyle, Tony Anglin now in the G1. Tony trying to work his way up down on the low side of the track. Oh, and he goes around your race leader, Jeremy Russell in the Keg 1. Tough break for Russell, leading this heat race. Goes around in 3 and 4. So the 04 of Blaine Ewing will inherit the lead. Blaine started 6th, now up to coating night at the races. Green flag back in the air. 3 down and 7 to go. So Blaine Ewing leads them down. Here comes Lyle in the 7B. Look at the veteran driver in that 7 car. Chad Lyle in the Bobby Russell 7B. He moves his way to second now. Alongside the 4W of Brian Worley. Then it's Tony Anglin, who started 5th. He's up to 4th now. Two B mains here tonight as well for your super stocks. But right now, your race leader, Blaine Ewing. Oh, here comes Anglin. Nice move down there in turns 3 and 4. He moves his way up, moves up to second now. Also, the Keg 1 of Russell trying to move his way back up through the field here. So right now, Blaine Ewing with about a 1.2 second lead. This will be 2 to go this time. White flag will come out this next time across. So Blaine Ewing, your 2025 track champion. Here comes Anglin. Look out for that G1. Tony Anglin out of Walnut Ridge, Arkansas. A previous winner here with our stock car special. As they come into 3 and 4, Anglin goes to that low side. It's Blaine Ewing. So Ewing with the win. And your super stock heat race number 1, as he got the pressure from Tony Anglin. He was here on the 31st of August with this special event that weekend. So see our sponsors on the scoreboard there, LJS Graphics included. Through the Cliff Harris Automotive Group Power Up Zone, we're underway. Here we go. Looks like the nose came off the 77 of McKenzie. So right now it's Nitro, Nick Gibson, as your leader here early on. Out of turn number 4, Gibson leads him down here on lap number 1. Looks like it might be a flat tire, I think, on the 164. But right now, Larry Ferris now, side by side for that race lead. Ferris in the 14 takes that lead away. The 111 of Brown has to pull off, have some steering issues. But 14 of Larry Ferris as your race leader. Ferris Gibson, the 77 of McKenzie. Ferris, oh, car off the track here out of turn number 2, the 00 of Flam. Also some debris. Heat race number 2 of 4 heat races tonight for your Power Ice Super Stocks. Into the Cliff Harris Power Up Zone. We're back underway. Ferris in the 14 leads them down. Here comes Welshmeyer. Look out on that high side in the 21W. Nitro, Nick Gibson. 2 wide coming out of turn 4. Welshmeyer, good run here for the 21W. Welshmeyer started dead last in this heat. So 8th to 2nd so far for Ted Welshmeyer. Here on lap number 5, this should be 5 down and 5 to go. So Ferris, Welshmeyer. Ferris started in the 3rd spot, so he's moving up as well. And then Nitro, Nick Gibson. So Ferris Welshmeyer now to the low side in turn number 3 and 4. Here comes the 21W. Good battle between your top two. Ferris Welshmeyer side by side. Here comes 21W Welshmeyer, your new leader. Just a couple of laps remain. White flag comes out this next time. Ferris fights back on the top. Welshmeyer down low in 3 and 4. Ferris getting a good run up that top side. Good run now. Ferris, your leader. Ferris in the 14 car now. Brings it to the top side. Between your top two right here, let's see who's going to take it out of turns 3 and 4. And Welshmeyer down low. Looks like, well, no, I think it's going to be Ferris in the 14. So that was Ferris, right? Now your finish line is actually one pole beyond where your flagman is. So that's the actual finish line. It was Larry Ferris in the 14, the 21W of Welshmeyer, the 00 of Flam, your top three. And they come around turns 3 and 4. Green flag in the air. Here we go. So Peyton Taylor to the race lead. Doherty, the 07 car. That's 16 of Thompson. Oh, and Doherty almost goes up and sideways there in turns 3 and 4. Brings out the caution. So completing the lineup here. Logan Thompson, the 16 car. Jared Hayes out of Jonesboro, Arkansas in that number 4 machine. The 3 of Aaron Poe out of Warrensburg. It's the 08 of Scott Pullen out of Urick. Dave Meyer, the 9 car out of Concordia. It'll be the 27B of Jared Evans. And again, the 07 of Doherty will go to the tail end of the field after he got sideways there in turn number 4. So Jared Hayes on that outside through the Cliff Harris fire-up zone. Here we go. Oh, Taylor got loose. Jared Hayes now with your race lead. Hayes just got that nose underneath Peyton Taylor. Here comes the 3 of Aaron Poe now. Oh, and Doherty, the 07 goes around. Do get a lap scored there. So looks like Doherty, the 07, can rejoin. We did not have an official lap, but looks like he's going to pull off and go to the pit area. Cliff Harris power-up zone. There we go. Here at Central Missouri Speedway Super Stock, 3,000 to win here tonight, the final night, after 31 years with Earl and Susan Walls. Quite a legacy here at Central Missouri Speedway in Warrensburg. The track is still for sale. So track owners, I know that there's several interested right now, but there has not been a sale yet for this track. They want to sell it as a track, as now Hayes now brings them down here on lap number 3. Taylor right on the tier. And here comes Aaron Poe now in the 3 car. He's using that high side right now. Now he goes low in 3 and 4. Testing out the track, see where that quick line is right now. The 3 of Aaron Poe goes up to the high side. Peyton Taylor slides up right in front of him. Here comes Aaron Poe now. Jared Hayes, still your race leader with Peyton Taylor. Oh, and a 27, Jared Evans goes around in turn number 4, brings out the caution. Here in heat race number 3, Midwest Coating Night at the Races. Also saw Spencer Reif here tonight, 4-time winner in the Pure Stocks. They laid him down. Hayes. Poe now using the top side of the track side by side here with Peyton Taylor for second. Here comes the 3 of Aaron Poe. Now Dave Meyer in the mix as well. Oh, and we get 3 cars going around here, including the 27. And the 16 as well. Logan Thompson in turn 4. Cautions, bringing out cautions here. Going to come out of those B mains with 33 cars checked in here tonight. Hayes leads them down out of 3 and 4 through the Cliff Harris Automotive Group power-up zone. Now Aaron Poe going to that high side out of turn 1 and 2. He gets a good run up there. Now these cars going down low in 3 and 4. Hayes trying to hold off Aaron Poe. Just 0.4 of a second separate your top 2. Aaron Poe to the top side of the track. Not able to get around Hayes so far. Hayes now about midway through. White flag comes out next time across. Just 2 laps to go. Let's see if Aaron Poe, Taylor, or Dave Meyer, your top 4. Right now, Hayes in control with about 0.4 of a second on the race lead. White flag in the air. Does the 3 of Aaron Poe have anything left for him? Jared Hayes, checkered flag, his first heat win of the year. Here at Central Missouri Speedway, Aaron Poe in that second spot. Peyton Taylor back to 3rd. Dave Meyer, the 9 car, pulling in the 8, and Logan Thompson Evans off the track with Doherty. So his first heat win, it is Jarrett Hayes. All right, zone Midwest Coating Heat Race number 4. Muskrat on that outside right now. Good race with the 7. Look out. As Schultz, as he normally does, he'll go to the top side of the track. Here comes the B4 of Terry Schultz. Now watch out for also the 11 of Derek Brown. That's another quick car out there as well. Here comes Schultz to the high side. Oh, and Porter in the 21 goes around. Darren Porter in the 21 machine in turn number 3 and 4. Darren in the top 10 of the POWRi National points as well. Dave Meyer, the 9 car, leading the national points. Second is back underway. 2 laps in, 8 to go. Midwest Cooling Heat Race number 4. Again, we'll settle your top 16 in passing points. And starting, here comes the B4 of Schultz now to the high side with Joyce. They're going to use, as Terry does a lot, on that high side, Muskrat down low with the 11 of Brown. As Schultz diamonds it off. Here comes Schultz in the B4. What a run off of turn number 2. Terry Schultz. Oh, and the 44 Niswonger goes around. Niswonger in turn number 4, but Schultz got the run. The 44 of Niswonger out of Osawatomie, Kansas, hits the tire. So right now, Muskrat, your race leader, as he started second. And back underway, green flag. 4 down, 6 to go. Schultz again to the high side in turn number 2. Here comes Terry Schultz. Going for the lead out of turns 3 and 4. Muskrat down low, Schultz up high. New race leader, Terry Schultz. Schultz started 5th all the way up to 1st. Brown now joins him on the high side. Muskrat in that 2nd spot. Matthew Kay also with a good run from 8th to 4th. So these guys are moving all over this track right now. Muskrat, about halfway up. Here comes Brown on the low side. Derek Brown. Couple of cars following Schultz up to the high side in 1 and 2. Now Schultz is going to diamond it off. Terry Schultz with your race lead now to 1.4 seconds. And now watch out for the 11 of Derek Brown, but just 2 laps remain. White flag comes out, this time across. White flag in the air. Schultz with a good run from 5th place all the way to 1st as Terry Schultz brings it home. Terry Schultz, your 2nd heat win of the year in the 04B. The 11 of Brown, the 164 Muskrat. Matthew K from 8th to 4th. Then Joyce Nicewanger, the 44. Ruff, the 15. And Darren Porter in the 21. All right, let's set your lineups now for your pure. Terry Schultz, your race leader. So Schultz here on lap number 1. Blaine Ewing, Hayes at top 3. Here comes Anglin in the G1. Ted Welshmeyer, then Larry Ferris. So just a couple of laps in. Again, this is just 6th lap. Here comes Blaine Ewing again. Side by side, the 2 Ewing cars. It's the 04 and the B4. Schultz all the way up at the top. 3 wide coming out of turn 4. How about that? Hayes now into the mix as well. Now it is Blaine Ewing down on that low side, making that side work. White flag comes out next time. 4 laps in, just 2 to go now. Let's see if Schultz can make that top side work coming out of 3 and 4. Blaine Ewing down low, finding that grip down on the bottom side of the track. Jared Hayes now in the 4 car. And this B4, Schultz gets up into the crumbs high in turn number 1 and 2. Hayes gets by him now. Hayes now goes about halfway. Here comes Schultz down on the low side as they come into turns 3 and 4. It'll be Blaine Ewing. The B4 of Schultz. The 4 of Hayes. The G1 of Anglin, the 21. And then the 14 of Ferris. That will be your starting top 6 cars with your field set. Again, it's the 04 of Blaine Ewing, the B4 of Schultz. The bottom 6 dash, Devin Wetzel Racing, TS Capital Company. It's the 07 of Mike Doherty, the 111 of Tim Brown, Darren Porter, the 21, the 67 of Devin Irvin, the 27 of Jared Evans, and the 77 of Danny McKenzie. Again, this is just 6 laps. Right now, Tim Brown takes the lead as they come into turns 3 and 4. So Doherty, the 07 to the outside, goes up towards the top side of the track. Here comes Devin Irvin now up to 3rd. Devin out of Cleveland, Missouri. Right now it is the 111 of Tim Brown as your race leader. Tim Brown out of Stoutland. He comes up for some of our specials every once in a while. So 2 laps in, just 4 to go. Devin Irvin now to the low side. Tries to get around Doherty in the 07. Then it's Darren Porter. Again, Brown in that 111. White flag this next time across for the 111. So 4 laps in, 2 to go. Tim Brown in the 111. White flag in the air. Devin Irvin, now the 21 of Porter, moves up to 3rd, gets by the 07 of Doherty. Danny McKenzie Then 27 of Devin Irvin, your winner, and dash number 2. It'll be the 111 of Tim Brown, 67 of Irvin, the 21 of Darren Porter, the 07 of Doherty, 27 Jarrett Evans, and the 77 of Danny McKenzie. I know. Yeah. Here we go, side by side through the Cliff Harris Automotive Group Power Up Zone. We are underway. See Brian Meyer down on the low side. The 7L of Lawson does pull in. 7L of Lawson off the track. Dennison in the 4A. It's the 9 of Brian Meyer. The 17 of Logan Roark. Tejon in the 14, the 5D of Dustin Dennison. That is your leaders here so far in lap number 2 as they go by. And Meyer gets by as your race leader now. Dennison, and here comes Logan Roark down to the low side. David Wood into that top 5 now. You have guys on the high side, guys on the low side right now. 68 also pulling off the track right now. Dylan, no, that is the 68 of Alderman as he now pulls off the track as well. Brian Meyer here with about 4 laps in. So Brian Meyer, your race leader in the 9 car. Right behind him, that new chassis of Logan Roark. So Meyer, Roark, the 82 of Wood, Dustin Dennison. And then the 6A of Aiden Dennison. Oh, and now Dustin goes all the way to the top side of the track up in turn number 2. They're looking for moisture either down low or up high right now. You can see him going all the way to the top of the track. And the caution comes out. A car goes around here in turns 3 and 4. Brings out the first caution. Looks like the 74 Jaron Powery goes around here in turn number 4. Anthony Schultz there in the 24S. All right. 7 laps in, 13 to go. Back underway. Right now, Brian Meyer in control. Logan Roark is stalking him right behind. Now 82 at David Wood all the way to the top of the track. And oh, the 27 goes around out of turn number 4.
Yellow on the 27 only.
So the looks like the 32 of Dennison goes around there in turn number 4. That is Ridge Dennison, also the 27 of Williams. So Meyer will lead him down into turns 3 and 4 to the Cliff Harris Automotive Group power-up zone between the 2 green and white flags in turn number 4 where they'll restart. 8 laps in, 12 to go. Back underway here at Central Missouri Speedway, your Midwest Mod feature event. Out of turn number 4, still Meyer. Here comes Logan Roark. There's nose to side. And so the 82 of David Wood says, fine, I'll go up to the high side of the track and make a run on that top side. Yellow again out of turns 3 and 4. 27 2 through that infield. Looks like the 29 of Oliver went around as we get one more lap in there. And again, Meyer, the 17 of Roark, the 82 of David Wood, the 5D of Dennison, the 98 of Smith. Green flag back in the air. We are back underway. See if we can get some green flag racing in here. Right. 9 of Meyer. Your race leader now as he comes out of turns 3 and 4. Oh, we get a couple guys together. Another lap. And the 6A goes around this time. Aiden Dennison, all by his lonesome in turn number 4, goes around. Little damage. Through the Cliff Harris Automotive Group power-up zone in turn 3 and 4. Green flag back in the air. 10 laps down, 10 to go. If the cautions are going to keep up, they warned the drivers they'll cut this to 15. See if we get some green flag in here. Here comes the 98. Dylan Smith, he gets a nose in on the 82 of David Wood. Takes that 3rd spot away, now climbs up to the top side of the track. David says, okay, I'll go through the middle. Dustin Dennison down low. In the 5D, that's your top 5, and a yellow comes out again.
Block 82 and 98, 82, try to take 98 out of turn 2.
75 laps less, so just 15 laps. 10 laps in, I believe, so far. Here we go. So Meyer, the 17 of Roark, tries to get a nose in on him. Brian Meyer trying to hold off Roark. Also the 98 of Smith. Here comes Dustin Dennison up to the top end of the track. Says, if you're all down low catfishing, I'm going to go to the top side, try to find a run on the top. Here he comes. Dustin Dennison making it work so far up on the lip up there on the top side of the track. Gaining on that 4th spot with David Wood in the 82. The rest of your top 4 down on the low side. As we like to say, catfishing as the white flag comes out this time across. For the 9 of Brian Meyer. Brian Meyer, Midwest Mods, he's trying to take his first feature home of the night. Oh, and the checkered flag comes out. Brian Meyer with the 17 of Logan Roark, the 98 of Smith, the 82 of Wood and Dustin Dennison. We'll see. So they will call the race. It is the 9 of Brian Meyer, his first feature win this year. Race is complete. Feature winner tonight takes the equipment off, gets the helmet off. See his crew coming down to the track here. DMC Installations, Caseman Tool and Die, Rutherford Consulting, Brian Meyer. How about that, Brian? And Dad comes down, his fiance as well, gives him a big hug. Dave, his dad. Congratulations. The whole crew back there giving him a hug. Congratulations to Brian Meyer, your winner here tonight at Central Missouri Speedway with your Midwest Mods. Brian, come on up, buddy. There you go. I know it's a warm night out there tonight. A lot of cautions for you guys. I tell you what, though, you hung off and held off a tough driver right behind you, including that 17 of Roark. You made that low side of the track work tonight.
Yeah, Logan's a good buddy of mine. I know he'll always race me clean. And I saw his nose and the caution come out. I caught a lucky break. And, man, it took all year. I'm glad to be back.
Hey, you've had success at other tracks this year as well. You're doing well in the national points as well.
Yeah, I think running second or third right now. I know it's really close between me and Logan and Dennison. So got a couple more races. We'll see what happens.
All right, congratulations. I know you have some folks that help you out on the car.
Yeah, everybody here. It takes a lot of work. Got DMC installations, Kiesman Tool and Die, Rutherford Consulting, Synergy Suspension. I got a good set of shocks with Jason Civils, Cleveland Masonry, Gary and Carol Inman Trucking. Yeah.
All right, congratulations. Your first feature win here tonight. It is Devin Wetzel. Oh, I'm sorry, Brian Meyer. Way to go, Brian. Feature winner Brian Meyer, his first here at CMS this year. Chase Galvin, on the other hand, has had a bunch of feature wins this year here in your pure stock class. And here we go out of turn number 4. We're back underway with your pure stocks. Right now, Galvin and Earl, your top two. David Dole's the 4D. Workman's looking pretty good tonight. First night out in that 24 car. Turn number 4. Whoa, several cars going around here. Bang them all up here in turn number 4. The 4D of David Dole's, the 24. And see Jimmy Workman in the 24, the 05G of Grayson McKinney. Those 3 cars get together. One, row 2 with Rife now. And back underway, pure stocks. So Galvin early, the 7 of Rife. It's your top 3 coming out of turn number 2. Here comes Spencer Rife. The 89 of Evans. Devin Baker. Doing a lot of catfishing down on the low end of that track. Oh, and we have a car go around. Logan Roark in the 17. 1 lap in the books. So the 17 goes around in turn number 4. And there we go. 1 lap in. Chase Galvin leads them around 3 and 4. Now Spencer Rife up to the top end of the track, trying to find some grip up there. Let's see if he can find anything through about the midway part of that turn in 1 and 2. Then Early slips back to 3rd. McKinney. And then the 89 of Evans, your top 5 here right now with 3 laps in. And behind your top 3, you have McKinney in the 05, the 41, or the 89 of Evans, the 41 of Drake, the 13 of Baker, the 54 of Ricky Tanner now. Brady Tanner behind him, and Mallory Stifler, the M87 car. At 22 of Gaston, not doing too bad, first night out in that car. 2 ladies here at the tail of the field, the Mrs. 01 of Christina Wyatt. And a shout out also to Emily Turner in the number 19, her first time visit here. Her dad has raced here before. think they're from that Jamesport area up north. But right now, the 0, Chase Galvin in control. 6 laps in. As he stretches out this lead now to about 1.6 seconds. We'll check it this time across now. Spencer down to the low side in 3 and 4. Flash trying to find some grip on the track. Zach Grayson now, he finds some. Moves up to 3rd now. Grayson McKinney. That purple colored number 05G. Ryan Early slips back to 4th. Yellow, the 22 car out of turn number 2. Brings out the caution here on lap number 8. So Jimmy Gaston, his first visit, first time on dirt here. He said he raced on asphalt before. As the yellow flag comes out, we'll see if he can get restarted here. A week of racing, which really kind of cost him the championship. David Doles, just by 7 points, won this championship. And here comes Chase Galvin leading him down. And Rife in the 7th car. Oh, and the 41 goes up over the tire. Larry Drake, and he keeps on going. He hit the Uke tire down there on the low side and just kept on running it. He may have some damage on that car, though, as he slides up, slows down in turns 3 and 4. Maybe a flat tire on the 41 of Drake. Oh, and the 54 goes around in turn number 2. So Larry Drake hit the big Uke tire down on the low side of the track. Looks like there's some debris also up here in turn number 1 as the 54 now slides off with another tire up under the front. So they might have to lift that up. By the way, that 54 machine of Ricky Tanner, his final race, he's retiring from racing now. He said he's been racing on and off for about 50 years. There we go. It looks like they got him off the tire there. 7. Roark, the 17, through the Cliff Harris Automotive Group power-up zone. Let's finish it up. It'll be 15 laps only. Cutting 5 laps from the feature with all the cautions we had. Have a Early sliding up to the higher end of the track now. Right now it's Galvin and Rife. McKinley trying to get a nose under Spencer. As Spencer gets that nose back down, McKinley, though, gets a nose up underneath Spencer Rife. The battle for second place now. He slid up off that bottom. Now he's going to slide up to the top end of the track, see if he can get some moisture up here on the top side. And the caution comes out again in turn number 4. 22 of Gaston involved. Also that 19 of Turner. The Mrs. 01 and the M86 of Mallory Stifler. So unfortunately, the 3 ladies all involved in that particular wreck in turn number 4. All right, here we go. We're going to finish them up here. Green flag back in the air for Chase Galvin. McKinney, Rife, Evans, Tanner, your top 5. Chase Galvin now, this will complete lap number 12. So just 3 laps remaining. This is cut to 15-lap A main event. Galvin in that 0 car brings it around turn number 4. McKinney still down on that low side of the track. Rife gets a little loosey-goosey here in 1 and 2. Keeps it together, though. And about the mid part of the track, especially up here in 3 and 4 now as he slides around. Devin Baker now losing a spot, it looks like, to Roark. No, Devin Baker hangs on, has that American flag on top of the car, white flag in the air. It'll be Chase Galvin, believe it or not, as he comes out of turns number 3 and 4. Chase Galvin with his 9th feature win this year. Chase Galvin, his 9th feature win of the season. McKinney, Spencer Reif, Tanner, Early, Baker, Gaston, Stifler, Turner. Those are the cars that were able. Looks like everybody's finished up. We'll head on down and get a word in. Car is for sale. You see the big sale sign on the side if you're interested in a pure stock. This pure stock has been in victory lane 8 times here this year. See the stickers on the side of the car. He's also won some races up at Lakeside Speedway as well. So it looks like 3 feature wins up there. Gets his hat on. Up and out of the car, Chase Galvin. Again, this car is for sale. So Chase, congratulations on another win here tonight. Really a slick track for you guys out there tonight.
Yeah, the track was perfect. Hats off to the track crew. It's a racetrack. I'm really gonna miss it. So, and thanks to all the fans for coming out all year, and thanks to Earl for putting up with us racers for 31 years. So I'm sure that's no easy task.
All right, congratulations on your win here tonight, Chase Galvin. Next up, your B-Mods. Side of the track through the Cliff Harris Automotive Group Power-Up Zone in 3 and 4. 20 laps here for your B-Mods. The 1K of Tim Carrick. Steve Clancy in the 12C, the 55 of Colson Kirk, the 57 of Chad Clancy. There's your top 4. As Anthony Tanner goes way high in turn 4 that time. So right now, Tim Carrick. He's going to lead them down into 3 and 4. Again, we've got your bottom dwellers and your top side tumblers as well. Colson Kirk. Oh, in turn 4, we get 2 cars go. Ron Schlarb in the 26. And avoiding him, I think, was the 5X. And that would be Tucker Seeley. So it looks like that'll go to the 26 of Derek Schlarb. And outside of him, Anthony Tanner. We're back underway. Green flag back in the air. 2 laps in, 18 to go. So Tim Carrick now on that low side. You got some bottom dwellers. You got a couple of guys popping up to the top side of the track now. Here comes Colson Kirk. He's about 3/4 of the way up, gets outside of the 1K, not able to quite make the pass there. Let's see if he goes a little higher this time in 3 and 4. Colson Kirk. Right in behind that 1K of Carrick, also the 12C of Clancy. Then it's the 57 of Chad Clancy, the 2 brothers in 3rd and 4th, and then the Bulldog, Brad Smith, in the 99. Here comes the 55 of Colson Kirk now, gets side by side. A new race leader, it's Colson Kirk. Colson Kirk in the 55 has found something on the top side of that track. Carrick in the 1K staying down low, trying to get some grip on that low side of the track right now. But Colson Kirk, your leader. So Colson now. Carrick trying to fight back. Colson is about 2/3 of the way up the track right now, where Carrick down on the low side. Still getting some good grip across the front stretch there. The challenge is up in the turns right now. With Kirk, Carrick. Now Chad Clancy gets by his brother Steve for 3rd place. Chad Clancy to the 3rd spot. Stephen Clancy just below him, and then it's the 99 is Smith and Ebert, and now the 26 goes around again in turn number 4. That brings out his 2nd caution of the night. So the 55 of Colson Kirk slows it down into turns 3 and 4. Green flag back out. We're back underway. Colson Kirk. See a little bit of sparkles on that front side. I think that was the 57 of Clancy. He and Carrick side by side for that 2nd spot. Here comes Chad Clancy now with a good run on the top side. Clancy now. He's pounding the top side of that track as several other drivers are as well now. But right now, Colson Kirk in control. It'll be halfway this time, 10 down, 10 to go. Chad Clancy making that top side work. Some of the guys following up there. Colson Kirk's probably about 2/3 of the way up, and now the 1K of Carrick gets a nose in on him. Not quite able to get past. 99 is Smith now gets by Stephen Clancy up to 4th now. So still Colson Kirk. The 1K of, oh, and they get together in turns 1 and 2. The 1K of Carrick, the 55 of Kirk. They had gotten together down here in 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Clancy says, okay, I'll go to the high side and get around you then. You guys want to play in the middle of the track, I'm going to move it up. And here comes Chad Clancy just as we speak. He's pounding the top side of that lip on the 3 and 4, and then down in 1 and 2. Here comes Chad Clancy. Good race here tonight for Clancy. He was a feature winner here just a couple of weeks ago. Yellow comes out this time across as a car. The 96 of Brill goes off of turn number 2. Brings out the caution as the 96 of Brill goes up over turn number 2. Brill just got a little too high, retires to the pit area. So the 55 of Kirk, Barb and Braden Bond in the 26 and the 2 cars off the track. The 61 of Sturgis not able to start. Here we come into turns 3 and 4. Colson Kirk leads them down. Colson immediately goes to the top side of the track. Making it work on that top side now. Clancy goes up as well. Number of drivers using that lip on the top side of the track. Getting some good grip up there. See several of the cars sliding up here as the 99 is Smith and the 12C at Clancy. Clancy and now the 1K Tim Carrick down low. But still the 55. Your race leader, Colson Kirk. Just 4 laps remain. Does the 57 of Clancy, Chad Clancy, have anything left? He's been pounding that top side of the track up on the lip up there. So we'll see what happens here in the next 3 laps. Chad Clancy now. Let's see, that gap is just 0.5 of a second this time. Clancy now goes down low a little bit. Tries to climb it back up in turn 4. But Colson Kirk, your leader. Still 0.5 of a second. They're trying different lines now to see if they can make it work. Oh, and Stephen Clancy up in turn 1 and 2. The 12C goes off the track. Up in 1 and 2. He comes back up onto the, oh, and the 44 goes in. So Troy Carlisle and the 12C of Clancy both pull off. Tough break there for Stephen, as he just got a little bit too high up in 1 and 2 and just slid over the top with 2 laps left. Right now, the green, the white, the checker for your B-Mods. Green flag in the air. We're back underway. Colson Kirk all the way up to the top. Here comes the 1K Kirk down low. Do they have anything left on those tires now? Colson Kirk all the way to the top. Clancy almost up off the top side as the 1K Tim Carrick gets a little closer that time across. Just 0.2 of a second between your top 2 drivers. Carrick goes to the low side. Colson Kirk to the high side. Here comes Carrick down on the low side. Colson Kirk. It's Colson Kirk. Tim Carrick in second. The 57 of Clancy. The 99 of Smith. Ebert in 5th. Eddie, Shaw, Lyle, Pierce, Tanner, your top 10. Then it's Fetterman, Nevels, Prince, Stouse, Seeley. Wow, what a finish. Colson Kirk, the top 2. That was a great finish there between your top 2 cars. And
Announce the race.
he's going to announce the last race.
He is. Yeah. So you're done.
All right, we'll get a word in with Colson. Will go down. By the way, Sam on the mic is back tonight. Sam Stecklin will announce the final race of the season. Sam on the mic, up in the booth, back with us again. Congratulations, Colson Kirk. Go down and get a word in with Colson real quick. Colson, you found that high side, and you made that work up there to get by Carrick in that 1K. Congratulations on a great run. I know it was a hot night tonight, but you guys put on a great show. About 0.1 of a second between you and Carrick at the end.
Yeah, it was really close. The line changed so much through that race. I got Carrick in the center, and then I heard, I guess it was Chad up high. Yeah. So I moved up, and anyway, worked out for me.
Hey, congratulations. I know you have a lot of help on the car.
Yeah, first of all, big thanks to Earl and Susan, all you guys. This has been a great place to race for years, my favorite. Anyway, thanks to Rains Ice, Dirt Track Specialist, Tripwire Chassis, Nemo Quarry, Bullseye, 2C Spreading. Thanks to all the fans for coming.
All right, congratulations, Colson Kirk. And our guest announcer here tonight, he's back on the mic. It's Sam on the mic. He will have your final race of the season.
Hey, Sam.
Want this?
Which one do you want me to use?
Take this one.
Well, because I have to do the interview with this, all right?
Yeah, you can do it. And a 3,000 to win super stock special, along with the additional money in each of the classes here tonight. We'll put Sam on the mic, back on the mic here tonight.
The outside, Terry Schultz from Sedalia in the B4. Second row inside, Ted Welschmeider in the 21W out of Tibbetts. Jared Hayes out of Jonesboro, Arkansas in the 4. Starting 5th, Larry Ferris out of Kansas City, Kansas in the 14. Tony England of Walnut Ridge, Arkansas in the G1. Aaron Poe starts 7 in the 3. Outside of him, Derek Brown out of Stoutland, Missouri in the 11. Then comes Brian Worley out of St. Mary, Missouri in the 4W. Corey Flam out of Warrensburg in the 00.
All right, race fans, you know how to do it. Let's get those phones out there on the backside and the front side. It's Saturday Night Lights. It's your Power Eye Superstock 3,000 to win race.
Matthew K. out of Humboldt, Kansas will start 11th. Dave Meyer will start 12th out of Concordia, Missouri. Peyton Taylor out of Batesville, Arkansas at 13th position. Michael Muskrat in 14th. Jacob Combs in the 15th position. Chad Lyle in the 16th. Tim Brown starts 17th. Jeremy Russell 18th. Scott Pullen out of York, Missouri 19th. Dallas Joyce 20th. Logan Thompson 21st. James Nicehonger 22nd. Cameron Kelly 23rd. And Bobby Ruff the second 24th. Ladies and gentlemen, here it comes. 31 big laps to close out Central Missouri Speedway under Earl and Susan Walls. Pick a favorite car, pick a favorite driver, root them to the end. Let's see who it's going to be. Stand by for green. We got it. Green flag underway. Terry Schultz will bring him to the high side. We've seen him here a lot over the years. Schultz will take the high road, bringing him with the G1. Keep an eye on him. He'll be a tough one throughout the race. Alan, who you got?
Terry Schultz leads them down here out of turn number 4. Look out. Here also comes Blaine Ewan, Tony Anglin, Jared Hayes, and Larry Ferris in the number 14 machine. Next to him, Derek Brown.
The Southern boys are trying to stay up there, but Terry Schultz and Blaine Ewing looking strong on the high side at this time. We'll see if the track holds together. The boys moved the tires out earlier. We'll see if that has any play. It did on the B-Mods. The B-Mods had an excellent race. We'll see if the Super Stocks can roll through it as well. Back on through the field, Jared Hayes back there in the 4th position.
All right, as we see him coming into 3 and 4, again, you see the high riders. You see a couple of guys, though, down on that low side as well, trying to find some moisture and find some grip on this track now with 28 laps remaining in this race. It's still Schultz, Ewing, Anglin, Hayes, and Derek Brown, your top 5.
Tony Anglin and Blaine Ewing having a heck of a race back here for the runner-up spot. Anglin down the low side, Blaine Ewing up high. We're familiar with him up on that high side. Aaron Poe now up into that 6th spot. Larry Ferris running strong back there in 7th. Ted Welchmeyer back there in 8th. Dave Meyer 9th, and Corey Flam back there in the 10th spot.
Looks like this track is in great shape tonight. I tell you what, these guys worked all day long to get this racing surface, and it is great. 26 laps left now. Schultz is utilizing, as he does quite a bit here, that top side of the track. Your track champion, Blaine Ewing, now into a battle with Anglin in the G1 as they go side by side into turns 3 and 4. Here comes Tony Anglin.
And Anglin's going to get the spot, Alan. He'll move into that 2nd spot. That puts Blaine Ewing back into 3rd. Jared Harris still running strong back there in 4th. Brown back there in 5th. Aaron Pohl holding on to 6th. Then there's a big gap on back to 7th. A great battle back here with Larry Ferris, Dave Meyer, Ted Welchmeyer.
Back to your race leader, though, it's still Terry Schultz right now with a 2.4 second lead as he starts to stretch this out. Anglin now has his work cut out for him with Blaine Ewing and Jared Hayes side by side for that 3rd spot now. Looking back, here comes Dave Meyer in the number 9 machine now as he tries to break through Larry Ferris. A car up here, the Keg 1 car going off the track on the backside.
Keg 1 off the track, and Dave Meyer has broke free from that group. It'll be interesting to see if he can break out and close the gap in. Meanwhile, the 66 machine also on the move. That is Matthew K. out of Humboldt, Kansas, trying to get a spot on Ted Welchmeyer and Larry Ferris. He'll get the job done as they bring him off at turn 4.
We'll see what happens now when they get into this lap traffic as Schultz, the first car to go down a lap will be Cameron Kelly in the 30K. As that lap car, next one will be the 08 of Pullen. But now he's using that high side. Some of these cars are staying down low as they get into this lap traffic, Sam.
Lap number 10 in the books, coming around to complete lap number 11. And Tony Anglin just has 2 lap cars in front of him. Terry Schultz pushing the issue way up on that high side. Anglin now joins him up there. Blaine Ewing has now fallen back to the 5th spot as Jared Hayes and Brown have got around him. Aaron Poe now closing in on the machine. Oh, no, the leader, Alan. The leader has broke off at turn number 2. Terry Schultz has broke, leading the race. We're not sure if he's going to make it off the track or not, and Tony Anglin is going to inherit the lead. Schultz will make it off the track. We'll stay clean and green. So Tony Anglin, now Jared Hayes up into that second spot. Derek Brown third. Blaine Ewing fourth. Aaron Poe now fifth. Dave Meyer has moved into sixth. Matthew Kay in seventh. Ted Welshmeyer eighth. Brian Worley ninth. And Peyton Taylor now all the way up into that 10th spot.
Taylor started 13th, so he's already up.
Now Jared Hayes has problems,
Jared
Alan.
Hayes
I'm
in the
sorry,
four.
but Hayes broke as well.
Hayes is now broke as well up in turn number 2. He comes almost to a complete stop, pulls off to the right. They'll keep going green, so everything's good right now. So now Tony Anglin, Derek Brown will be in second. Blaine Ewing, Aaron Poe, and Dave Meyer will be your top 5.
So Dave Meyer now has made his way into the top 5. Aaron Poe and Dave Meyer, a couple of regular here, trying to catch some of the traveling boys up here as G1 and Derek Brown lead the way. Will Tony Anglin get another one here, Alan? We're going to find out. We are 13 laps into this one.
This is amazing. Right now, your top 2 drivers have already fallen out of this race. Tony Anglin has won a feature here earlier this year with our street stock special. He's the G1 car coming out of turn number 2. But I tell you what, Derek Brown is closing in with 15 laps left. Derek Brown, let's see what that timing is as he comes across this.
Brown is closing in, like you said, Alan, but so is Aaron Poe. Aaron Poe will take the 3rd spot off of turn number 4 from Blaine Ewing. Now, Dave Meyer's going to want to get there and run up there as well. Matthew Kay still running a solid race back there in that spot in the 66. Ted Welshmeyer, Brian Worley, and now Peyton Taylor broke his way inside the top 10. The leaders are close, Alan.
I tell you what, we'll have to keep an eye on these top 2 as they get into lap traffic. Here comes Brown on the low side now out of turn number 2, but lap traffic in front of him. Anglin kind of keeps him down there on that low side, keeps him trapped so he can't get around him. But the G1 of Anglin, your race leader, Derek Brown, just behind him in this lap traffic.
Coming around a complete lap number 20 this time. There'll be 11 laps to go this time. Lap number 20. As the leaders once again thread their way through lap traffic, Anglin will go back out front. Derek Brown's right there. Aaron Poe is coming, and that lap traffic could make this interesting as we get deeper in this race.
Tell you what, this is interesting to see Aaron Poe now. Let's check the time, only 2.8 seconds, but 0.2 of a second between your top 2 drivers, the G1 and an 11 of Brown. Here comes Aaron Poe now.
A little bit of contact there, Alan, as they come around off turn number 4 with the leader and Bobby Ruffin, that X15. G1 goes to the high side. Derek Brown's going to keep it down low. 2 lap cars in front of your leaders, and Aaron Poe once again is closing in and coming off of turn number 4. He's got him in sight now on the same front straightaway. Blaine Ewing still back in that 4th spot, but Dave Meyer is pressuring for 4th, Alan.
Aaron Poe has cut that lead from 2.5 to 1.3 seconds. Aaron Poe is on the move, but these 2 top drivers have been caught in this lap traffic. Here comes Aaron Poe in the 3 car down the front stretch.
He's in the same corner with him now, Alan. You'd see it 1, 2, 3. The G1, your leader, the 11 second. The 3 on the high side back there in that 3rd spot. Blaine Ewing and Dave Meyer back there for 4th and 5th. Matthew Kay back there in 6th. Brian Worley 7th. Ted Welshmeyer 8th. Peyton Taylor back there in 9th. And looks like Corey Flam in the 10th position.
All right, just 7 laps remain now. Let's see what happens here for your race leaders. The G1 trying to get around this lap traffic. It's been very slow, very particular to try to get around and not make any mistakes with Brown right on his tail. And now the 3 of Aaron Poe has cut that to where it's about 4 to 5 car lengths between those top 2 and then Aaron Poe.
And did the lap before, Alan, there was a lot of contact with the leaders in the lap cars. We'll see how that plays out. They're right behind another lap car this time. Aaron Poe still trying to stay with them. G1 up high. Derek Brown down low in the 11. Meanwhile, sitting waiting in the wings is Aaron Poe in that 3 car. They've been held up behind the lap cars once again, Alan. They're side by side coming off of 4.
Here comes Derek Brown on the low side out of turn number 4. New race leader, the 11 of Derek Brown.
Oh, look out, look out.
Oh, several cars get together, including the G1. Oh, no, in turn number 4.
Oh, my goodness.
My goodness.
Wow.
Oh, what a mess down here in turn 1. Aaron Poe. The 3 car was off the track as well. The 9 of Dave
that
Meyer.
should be called, Alan, as a spun or maneuver to avoid. So we'll see what the officials say. I can guarantee you, as the guy who's normally down there with it all right now, the officials are talking about who was all officially involved. If anybody spun to avoid, obviously you have the car who started the wreck. That will be charged with a yellow. We'll see what the officials determine here in just a moment.
And I tell you what, just looking at the damage on the front of that G1, I don't know if he's going to be able to continue or not. He has a car really on top of him right now.
What a race, though, leading up to this. The track has just held up beautifully tonight. The guys, like Alan has said a number of times, and I even told the drivers in the drivers' meeting, please thank these guys today. They worked super hard to try to give them a good racetrack on a hot, hot summer day.
And it's difficult on a day like this when it's very, very warm out. They started watering the track last night, Sam. I saw Brandon Walls here last night putting water down. And then all day today trying to get that moisture and keep the moisture. That's the tough thing, is once you get the moisture there, trying to keep it down in the track. Looks like the 10C, he has some damage, and that's the back end of his car down here in turn number 1 that Todd Johnson is picking up along with other debris down there.
Yeah, it looks like Trackman Todd took care of that down there. So the LaRue crew, as we like to call them down there, busy boys. We hate it when those guys are busy, but we're so glad they're here. They're so good at what they do. Tough break, though, for Tony Anglin. Like you said, he had already picked up a featured race win. The Southern guys, when they can get up here, they know we have those usually 3 big super stock races a year. They like to come up and test things out. And here they are, and then that happens. You hate to see that for the guys, but wow, what a race before then. It's just going to be interesting. I don't envy my fellow officials down there making all the decisions about who was and who was not involved. We'll see. Looks like Derek Brown followed by Aaron Poe, and we had talked about Aaron Poe coming up through the field. Dave Meyer now right there in that 3rd spot. How many times in special events I think back to when the Mighty Modifieds were the class, and in the closing stages, he was closing in on Kelly Shryock and nearly won the thing. So don't ever count out, as Tom Wilson liked to call him, moving Dave Meyer in the number 9.
Yeah, you just never know with Dave. He'll sneak up to the front of the field like that, and just like he did here tonight. And I feel really bad there for the G1. He just got involved, and just as Brown got around him on this last lap, we have this mess up here in turn number 1 now. Looks like that 7 car, I think that's the Dallas Joyce. Yeah. So it looks like Anglin is up underneath that car. They have to lift up the 7. Some major damage on that, and Anglin just had no place to go there, and he just got into him up there high in turn number 1, just as he got passed by the 11 of Brown.
So Derek Brown, your leader currently. Sitting in that 2nd spot will be Aaron Poe, then Dave Meyer in the 9. Blaine Ewing up on that high side in the 04. Don't count him out. He always comes on strong late. Matthew Kay in the 66 machine. Brian Worley back there. And then we see Ted Welshmeyer, Peyton Taylor, one of our travelers. Peyton, a former winner of this event. He reached out to us earlier in the week and said, hey, what's going on? You guys having a race? And he was excited to come back up and run one more time down here. The 111 machine is Tim Brown. Yep. And then Corey Flam. Corey looking really good tonight, solidly in the top 10 so far in that 00 machine.
Then you
on
have
back
14,
looking at Larry Ferris.
Larry Ferris in the 14 car.
Mr. Tim Poe. All right, Alan, who's it going to be? Who you got?
Well, let's see. I don't know. Poe is.
The pressure's on. Aaron's looking good.
Aaron's looking good. He's been moving up. Dave Meyer on that outside as well, though. You just never know. One of these local guys might be able to take this. But I tell you what, Brown is very tough.
And the green flag flies. Here we go, Alan. One more time. Green is out. Aaron Poe, Dave Meyer side by side. Blaine Ewing trying to get up in there as well as Matthew Kay. Brian Worley's there. Ted Welshmeyer, Peyton Taylor. Tim Brown, Dave Meyer up on the wheels on the back straightaway.
Wow, look at them as they come out of turn number 4. Here comes Dave Meyer on the high side of the track. Dave Meyer moving up into that 2nd spot. Poe, Kay also up there with Blaine Ewing. There's your top 5.
Derek Brown hangs on to it, and he's pulling away because the 2 second and 3rd place guys are busy with one another. Just a couple more laps to go. This is lap 29, 2 laps to go. Meyer eases into 2nd.
So Dave Meyer in that 2nd spot. White flag should come out this next time. Derek Brown now pulling away from the field, but here comes the 3 of Aaron Poe now down on the low side as they come out of 3 and 4. White flag. Sam, you got it.
Debris on the back stretch. I think we got to go yellow, Alan. Debris on the backstretch. Man, if that would have been just on this side of that tire, I think we'd have been okay, but you got to wave the yellow in those situations. Somebody could have clipped that. So yellow flag is out.
It's always safety, safety. You got to be sure because if a car would hit that and then that bounces up into another car, it could cause some major, major damage.
Yep.
So they had to pull that sheet metal off of there. Looks like Todd Johnson.
Like I said, if that would have been on this side of the tire, we would have probably let that there because they weren't running on there, obviously. But when it's on that side, you got to. Programs. I'm going to do it when they come back around green. So I want you to grab a hat. I want you to grab a program. And when the guys take the green flag, I want everybody on the front stretch to be waving something, okay? I didn't get to say it when we started the race, but I'm going to say it off of turn 4 when we go back to green. So get something ready to wave in the air at these drivers.
This is it. The final 2 laps here at Central Missouri Speedway.
All right, here it comes. Wave your hats, wave your hands, wave your programs, wave something. Here we go, fans. Green is out. Thank you, race fans, for doing that. Who's it going to be? They go down into turn number 1 and 2.
Oh.
Meyer and Poe get together. Meyer comes out second, but we got a spinner in the deep in the field. Yellow is out.
0-0 of Flam. That's tough. He was in the top 10.
Yep, tough break for Corey in the 0-0.
Corey
One other car involved. I'm not sure if he avoided, but the 16 also involved back there, deep in the field. That is Logan Thompson.
A tough break there. Also, this will be a complete restart as it looked like Meyer and Poe got together.
Start. But I'll tell you what, Teddy Welshmeyer up there in the top 5 now. Ted having a good solid race here to close things out. Fans, it's going to be a 2-lap dash to the finish. 29 of 31 down, and then it's hog roast time after we interview our winner here tonight. One more time, the green flag flies. Here we go, 2 to go.
They'll bring it down this front stretch. Derek Brown, the 2 in second place. Of course, here comes the 3 of Aaron Poe on the top side of the track, but the 9 of Dave Meyer side by side through that back stretch. K and then the 21 of Welshmeyer. Take it away, Sam.
They just can't quite catch him, and the 9 and the 3 got together just a little bit. Now here comes the 66 of K on Aaron Poe. Meanwhile, Derek Brown, Stoutland, Missouri driver, started 8th. He's up front. Dave Meyer way up high. He'll put it up on the high side. Look at Meyer. He nearly gets sideways in front of the field, side by side. Derek Brown's going to win it. To the line for second, it's going to be Aaron Poe, Matthew K, Dave Meyer, Teddy Welshmeyer, Brian Worley. What a finish here tonight, fans. If you got to head out early, thank you so much for coming by. We truly appreciate you.
Hey, good to see you guys. Take care, okay? Thanks for coming down. Great race. Yeah, great show. All right, Sam, we head on down, get a word in. Race fans,
He drove a long way to get here, and he started 8th.
back down to Sam. It's been an honor to be part of this team, a small part of this team, and I want to thank publicly Earl and Susan.
Here he comes, Alan, Mr. Derek Brown, your winner tonight. Derek just told Earl, heck of a racetrack, sir. This is what they should be like. Derek, a hell of a race, brother.
That was my exact words to him, is this what a racetrack should be like at the end of the night.
Awesome job out there, man. You started 8th. With all of these guys, these heavy foot guys coming up here, the Travelers, our own guys that are in this area, big hug from the missus there. Did you ever think you could get to the front that quickly?
I knew from the start I was pretty good, but I wasn't sure I could get by him, and then as we got into lap traffic, I kept getting better and better, so I thought there was a chance.
A couple tough breaks out there for some of your competitors, but man, they're racing with the side-by-side, you guys battling for the lead. Man, Tony just got caught up in that. That was a tough break there.
Yeah, we was side by side right there, and I kind of seen him checking up, and he hit the brakes and slid right into it, and there wasn't nothing he could do.
Yeah, it's just one of those tough deals that you just don't know what to do with those things, but hang on, right? Well, who do you got to thank on this car, Derek? I know you got a list here.
Most importantly, my wife. She lets me spend all the money on this and do it every weekend.
Who else, sir? Who's on the side of this car?
Bring It and Sling It Wraps. 9-1 Performance sells me my parts. Carver and Carver Construction and Urbana Automotive. And then Double B's me.
Derek Brown, enjoy Victory Lane with your wife, sir.